Dang it, these songs are awesome. I should stop listening to them since I'm gonna be playing some Minecraft and chilling now, but... I do believe I have an X-ray mod. I do indeed. I don't even have stable living yet. Yeah, that's gonna be my goal for today. I won't be able to finish it today. Yes, my goal is stable living. It doesn't seem like this village has a teleporter thing. I'll look around a little longer. I usually like setting up my bases in big flat areas. At that end, I usually set up my things in plains, but there aren't that many big plains. The temperature also needs to be good. Because if I go somewhere too hot or too cold, it's not gonna be good. Ooh, beetroot. Yeah, this place doesn't have a waystone. Motherfucker. I'll take the free iron pickaxe, I guess. Which I haven't crafted yet. Yeah, no way I'm crafting that. Not now. Right, so, no choice but to walk. Do we have time? You don't have a bed, good sir? Should be plenty. Enough time. And these plains are not plain. If it comes down to it, I suppose I can make a sky base. Sky bases are the most difficult to make and maintain though. Which is why I'd like to prefer solid ground. Tilling to make room is easier than... Oh, this is a pretty big plains area. Still relatively not flat. Ooh, honey. Alright, I need wool. Yeah, this place is nice and flat. Big, at the very least. I could decide to settle down here. I really do want to establish a point. A waypoint. So I don't have to run back and forth. I could just leave that old place behind. What I have here is pretty good. Yeah, I just need sheep. What the hell is that? Oh, I know what that is. I'll need a starting point. I'll build a square little cottage for now, because I can always use the nighttime to set up the rest of the interior. Where are my torches? Oh, no windows, but it will have to do. Not enough wood to make a chest. It's troublesome. Might be better to shear them, since I do want to keep these guys. The whole flock over there. Ow, what did I do? Man, the wildlife's so violent. I knew I saw a signpost. I saw a big cave system. Hopefully it doesn't overlap with our house. A big chunk of my house is going to be underground. Although I could also expand upwards. Well, I suppose I should do both. Yeah, it's almost nighttime. May as well then. I'll do some terraforming. And yeah, actually, that's all I'm gonna be doing.
I still have to read it because the second I miss anything, Zemo's in there with it's like Dennis Nedry in Jurassic Park. Something you may have missed. And I'm like,
what the fuck?
Right. You can banish a total of 2 wind and or dragon monsters from your hand.
I don't want to do this.
To special summon this card from your hand or graveyard. Okay? During your opponent's...
You said?
I did. During your opponent's end phase, if you control this special summoned card, return it to the hand. If this card is banished, you can add 1 wind dragon monster from your deck to your hand. Yep, you can only use it 1 effect per turn and only once that turn. So
to help you out here,
all text.
All the effects are the same except it's wind instead of fire. And the biggest difference here is that Tempest, instead of popping a card, discard it and another wind monster to add any dragon monster from the deck to your hand. So Blaster is removal, and Tempest is more searching.
And you can tutor removal. That's great.
Isn't that great? That's awesome. How perceptive of you. Okay.
How about that?
Let's show you Daddy number 3.
I'm not doing the voice anymore. I quit. Redox, Dragon Ruler of Boulders. It's this dragon made out of rocks. It's so stupid. It looks like an armadillo. Attack is 1600, defense is, yes, 3000, of course. If this card is words. So where's the different part? You can discard this and 1 earth monster to the graveyard, then target 1 monster in your graveyard to special summon the target. You can discard this card and 1 earth monster. Okay, it has to be an earth monster, not like a dragon. Seems a little narrower.
Well, they all discard their respective element to use that, second effect they each have. Yes. So
it's weird. Some are because right at the top it says you can banish earth and or dragon.
So that's for their summoning.
Earth.
It's always like that for the summoning, and then for their special ability, if you will, Blaster has to discard fire for you to pop something, Tempest has to discard a wind and itself for you to search, and in this case, Redox, you have to discard earth in order to reanimate something.
And they all have this, when banished, go get something of the right element from your deck to hand.
Correct.
Okay.
Yes. Like I said, I'm saving you here because there's a lot of redundancy.
You're saving me. You're such a good guy. is title Dragon Ruler of Waterfalls. I was just looking at the waterfall and a dragon jumped out. Holy shit, what went wrong? Attack 2600, defense 2000. And the different part of this card is you can discard this card and one water monster to send one monster from your deck to the graveyard. You can discard this and one water monster to search the library for any monster, and
A lot of
that
campfires.
goes to the graveyard.
Weird. It's almost as if you can revive.
Wish the game weren't as lonely as it
They
is.
wouldn't. That would be too powerful. There's no way.
So you've now
That
seen
stable
the
over there?
four dragon. What do you think? Is one banned? Are they all banned? Are they all fine? What do you think?
Oh no. I hate like the free banish like bonus on them. I hate it so much.
Oh, you're gonna love when we get to some later cards then.
Oh no. Let's see. Target one and special summon it. So this is the reanimator.
Nice friendly
right
sunburn,
here.
too.
Redox is the reanimator. Yep.
Redox is the reanimator. Title is the tutor.
Title's
Almost
the
like Atlantis.
sender.
The entomber. Yeah.
The Tempest is the tutor. Like TT to remember. And then Blaster's the.
You control the special summon card. This card is banished. I'm reading Tempest again. There is
Tempest is at the top. I don't know why they changed like the tutoring
okay.
on Tempest specifically. Yeah, but Tempest's wording is at the top.
This costs you 2.
They all
And
go stupid.
basically you get this. You get this thing. Yeah, this card from the hand or graveyard. So it's kind of on its own. Like if this were all by itself, you'd be like it's kind of a recursive win con that comes back over and over. But you have to invest a lot of cards in it, and if you're bringing it back from your deck or graveyard, then you never get the banish part, but if it banishes, you just go get another one. So, like, on its own, it's like this never-ending win con, but at least it kind of exists in a vacuum, whereas the other ones seem like they just tie together so much.
Well, you can play 3 of each of these, remember.
Yep, you can play all of them, and since it says dragon, you can, like, discard 2 dragons to do another dragon thing, and then if you banish them in some other way, tutor for 2 more dragons. Oh my god. Dude, the fire one's your removal. The red ox just gets you back whichever, and the title puts whatever you want in the graveyard, and then the Tempest you can just keep using as materials over and over if you have nothing else going on until it's banished, in which case you
pressed
can
the
get
wrong
another Tempest
button.
or another thing that does this thing. Oh, Jesus Christ. Like, what are you I don't. Oh my god, I might have to watch a game of this. It's just like so stupid. Let's see if I can follow what's happening.
I will let you know, people consider this to be one of the most skilled formats in the world.
But I imagine that makes sense. Because when I try to come up with the lines, it's almost like you have to plan 4 steps in.
Yeah, no, that's exactly how it is played.
Once you practice it a few times, I'm sure it gets easier. It seems like you start your first tutoring, but you discard your very first 2 dragons. And it's probably the shuffles away.
We'll see about that when we get through the rest of the cards in this video.
Oh, God. I can barely keep track of what I'm doing on shuffle.
This is the most reading pattern.
Honestly, thinking about the ever get banned, they are their own system that seems to offer each other, like very specifically. And I'm sure that other dragons exist. It doesn't seem like.
I had the water bucket. I could have tried clutching it.
And I'm trying to think like this is something that's still hard to gauge. It's all about restricted. So restricted, dig better. That might be a serious nerf deck. But not the I don't know why. It is like offensive to me that there's this much value tied in every whole bit of them, even when you're discarding it for scrap.
No, just wait
when I think of dragons. Okay, yeah, I'm turning a look. I'm gonna say but I'm gonna say restricted might have been the thing. So I'm gonna go with nothing.
I'm gonna put a pin in that. I'm gonna show you parts. I'm going to note that you think we're gonna come back and
My gloves are gone.
change your mind as we go.
Perhaps they just broke naturally.
Because I don't want to spoil everything.
Okay.
I think as you see more cards, you can change your mind for better. So I'm going to try something a little different. Next up, you solve the daddies. Now we're going to show you.
Would be nice if there's a waste donut on top of this, alongside the glider.
Burner dragon of sparks. So cute. Attack is 1,000, the defense is 200. You can discard this card and one dragon type for fire monster. Special summon Blaster Dragon deck.
There is.
Okay, so you have 3 more Blasters in your deck.
And you have 3 more Tempest, and 3 more Redoxes, and 3 more titles. Isn't that convenient? How convenient?
Heaven forbid we ever not have the card we want. Oh my god, you cannot attack this turn. I mean, you can only use the effect of Burner Dragon Ruler Sparks 1. Cool. It has to be one other dragon type. So, or fire. It has to be one other fire. Seems very doable. Jesus.
Really?
So far, it looks like you could have most of your deck be dragons, and then just a couple of the elements, and tie it all together. Is already what it looks like.
Yep.
Alrighty. Alright, that's cool. That's cool. That's cool. Let's put tutor on everything. That's cool.
Yeah. Welcome to Yu-Gi-Oh! You don't have to read the other ones unless you want. They're the exact same text, except for their respective elements. So lightning, dragon, wind, and itself reacting as earth. They all get their respective. Yeah.
They are very cute. They are very cute. Why do they get to go get Daddy? Daddy creates them. That's how it's supposed to work,
How it's
right?
supposed to. So do you think he's got banned?
Oh no. Oh no. Okay, now it's starting to look
Okay,
like the point of the set.
I learned a very important lesson today.
That's what they wanted.
This thing doesn't have durability.
Head and shoulders above everything. It seems really good compared to other things that seem, pre-2000 or 2000. Like, this is really good and really everything all the time. Which reminds me of Tier Limits, it does.
I was about to say, this is like almost a decade from Tier Limit. I know Tier Limit has changed the perception of Yu-Gi-Oh! But just say there's another decks. I would say just.
I mean, this looks really crazy.
I mean, Dragon Ruler can't stand a chance against tier limits if they fought.
This came out and they were like...
With the new support, maybe.
This is one of those sets that...
A lot of people felt that way.
But with this initial wave, nah.
Now that you see that they're making these 2002, this is such a... This is so good. This is so good. What are you gonna do? Restrict everything and the consistency drops every time. It's more likely that you're just going to ruin the whole deck. It's more likely that you're just going to ruin the whole set.
You are in eternal format, though.
I know, and you can unban it later, but I don't know. This seems really dangerous because first you ruin everybody's collections by purchasing stuff that's overpowered, so they have to adapt. They have the overpowered stuff, and everybody spent money on that as a set.
Yeah,
True.
that's about right.
There are many viewpoints in Magic that went this, and it was very dangerous for the game. It was bad for the game. Now so if the question is, now it looks like the answer wasn't to restrict the other dragons. The answer is you ban the other dragons, and these are shadow. Okay, like if you ban Daddy Dragon, babies are basically dead.
You're not wrong. I would agree. So you're switching your positions. You can ban the daddies if the babies are unlimited. Oh, sorry, I'm jumping the gun here.
Let's talk. What if they ban the babies?
Okay.
And restrict the daddies. That's the more complicated cards.
Two.
I swear if you restrict everything, that seems so needless.
And they could go through multiple ban lists. They could try to, maybe one ban list, they try to, make in the power of it, playable, and then maybe later, then they again, eternal format, that's, kind of the way things happen. Remember Tier Element, right? Several bans before it finally was public players.
Yeah, they could also pull out the middle finger and say, "Deal with it, guys. This is Yu-Gi-Oh now." Yeah, my position at the moment.
I got too good for this one.
I hate this. Like, they were clearly committed.
Right, I found a way back to my old starting home. I think I'm happy with this for now.
They don't want to do it.
What's your Layorlar? Wait, no, wait, there's a fucking teleporter there?
I can feel the resistance in the human nature already, but now it's looking more like they banned the Petty Dragons to me. Because that's the cleanest solution if they're too powerful in their takeover format. That's the cleanest solution. Then you don't have to worry about the babies, they shadow ban them.
Well, let's check some more cards, and we'll see what you if that is still for position by the end of this video. We're going to take a break from monsters. Here's a spell card.
Sacred Sword of 7 stars. Banish one level 7 monster from your hand or face up field and draw 2 cards. You can only activate one of this per turn. Well. Well.
You're like, hello there.
They built even more of the set around this, apparently. Because, yeah, now it's like, I don't know how many level 7 monsters are just lurking around because they're around parts of a deck that you have enough of to run this. But clearly now, if you restrict or ban those dragons, this card becomes a lot worse. But this card is really good. This card is really good.
I would agree.
I mean, off the field after it's come in and kind of done an effect, draw 2 more cards, keep going, amazing. But from the hand, never pay the cost in the first place, and banish the dragon, giving you a tutor and 2 cards? That is busted as hell! That's a demonic tutor / ancestral recall.
I don't know why this waypoint... I don't know why this mark is here.
This card was banned.
Okay.
This card had... unless they actually got rid of the Daddy Dragons, which is a kind of a shadow ban on
Yes, it's another shadow ban.
It depends.
Yep.
So I have to ask.
Okay.
I don't want to get too far ahead of myself. But is that text... It sounds like it. I just need confirmation. Is that text about banishing these elder dragons and then getting a tutor when you banish it? Is that unique in Yu-Gi-Oh? There aren't like 10 other ways to like get a similar effect from a level 7 monster outside of those dragons, is there?
I will say, this is the best way to answer. So, I told you how Yu-Gi-Oh! Has draw power, but it's like very specific, or it's like major downside. We've done a few videos talking about that. I wouldn't say it's like rare that there's other draw spells that like do something. Maybe it doesn't banish a level 7 monster. Here's like it's a classic example. I probably would never give it a shit. Here's a card called Trade-In. Trade-In is just a card that says discard a level 8 monster, draw 2 cards. So it's similar to Sacred Sword, but it's different and just kind of does the same thing in a different way. And so, obviously, you put it together that Sacred Sword banishing Gabby that also pluses you if you get search. Trade-In, whenever you might discard, might get some value in the graveyard to your opponent. So I'm trying to like answer without like giving you everything. There are just like plenty of cards in Yu-Gi-Oh!
There's rice here.
Was this like one of the most brazen, obvious ones? Probably. Especially considering I think it's from the exact same set, if not like the set prior. I forget which. So to answer your question, this is not like uncommon, but it depends on the type of deck that you're playing.
What about the dragon text that if you banish the dragon, you search for another thing? If this is banished, search for another thing common for the sword's ability? Like, can they proc it off other things that are not those dragons easily?
So it was from the same set for context. I want to by that. And typically, this is like the overview. Remember, you have 12 of these in your own, right? So you have plenty of fun.
It's very meant to play with those dragons.
Yes. You're not really managing this for anything.
Thank you. Alright, this card is stupid. This deck is stupid. Ban it all for all I care. But right now it does seem like the clean solution is to ban the decks. That is the clean solution still at this point. But this is one of the dumbest things I think I've ever... The fact that this was in one set is... Like, the Tearlaments thing was like peeling the onion. This is already a disgustingly rotten onion, and I bet you have more layers, and it's already bad.
Let's rot the onion a bit further, shall we? Let's rot the onion. Hit this card.
Well, Sarcophagus. Banish 1 card from the deck.
That is one of the easier dungeons to explore.
That's the line of text that is messed up. It's the banish this, get something.
The problem is
The second I read the first
I kind of really need. I don't need it, but like, man, it's so inconvenient to not have underwater breathing.
Card's activation. So add that card to your hand. So
Yeah, the entire submerged thing isn't entirely underwater, but like, the boss fight is underwater. Whoa.
Two full turns. So, yeah, because, oh wait, this is something I learned from my React video comments. Turns in Yu-Gi-Oh! Aren't even counted by, like, my turn, my turn, my turn. They're counted my turn, your turn, my turn. Correct. So, like, if I go first, my second turn, unquote, is actually turn three.
Correct. The way you count them, yeah, it depends. Like, some people might say my turn 2, just going by, like, actual turn 2. But in terms of, like, if you're following, like, Paladin protocol, that is correct.
So this is, if I play this on turn 1, on turn 3, I get the card.
5.
Turn 5.
Because it would be your turn 3, but like by the game sense, turn 5. Yeah, so you play this, banish, whatever. Your opponent plays your turn, that's your first turn. Your opponent plays your second turn after you activate. Get the card.
This is another really nice big plains.
At first it was like, okay.
I might have settled in here instead. Well, it's too late for that now.
This says the person who has more gold sarcophagus early wants to stall, because then they just win the long game on value. But it's not like it's a real cost right now, because they just banish the freaking dragon that gives them another thing anyway. So it's just a free card in the future. What the hell are we doing here?
We're playing Yu-Gi-Oh, buddy. We're playing some.
This is in Magic, like we have suspend cards, you know, like plus now, like in 2 turns you get power effect. 2 turns that is the cost, okay. Really, on top of like the 1 mana or a couple mana to spend. This says, hey, get a really sweet effect now and get something later just because you did this action.
I will give you sarcophagus here. Well, sarcophagus was actually a prize card. Actually, now I want to say. Then they reprinted. So,
Oh wow, look at this spot over here. I think I might wanna settle down here instead. A lot less terraforming needs to be done.
Modern Yu-Gi-Oh! Is actually like their common sarcophagus to have like a. But in old Yu-Gi-Oh! People play old sarcophagus and waiting to turn 5 to. The dragon builders, though, obviously made so they can have. So just to give you a little bit of help.
Yeah, that's combo for one time. Like this was delayed gratification until it became instant and delayed gratification. Ah, that's nice. That's great. Yeah, it's great. It's a solid card that became busted overnight because they came up with some new ways to like get paid for nothing. Great, awesome. Still ban the dragons, I guess.
I mean, if they ban the dragon, it's like it's not good, right? Okay.
It's fine in theory, right? But it's not busted. It's busted if you banish something that also gets you something else.
How about this?
Dragon Ravine is a spell card. Since on the return of your main bills, you can discard 1 card and activate 1 of these events.
Are those orcas? Nice. I love orcas.
And 1 dragon type monster from deck to you with a Draven.
Points here. Like, first of all, this is a field spell. I don't know if I should admit.
Wait, are those guardians?
They have this like check. So they stay out until something. This one just stays. There's like a dedicated spell, so we just it kind of just there. It stays, so you can do this every single turn. The first effect, which is add a is not super relevant. I'll show you this card. This is strictly sense gun. You don't have to read it. The part that matters here is that it's a tutor, which means you can make level 8 synchro monsters with your dragon. So sometimes you want to search for sense gun. It's also a big dragon, so I Tempest, search it, dragon, But primarily, Dragon second effect is a second Dragon second. Graveyard, you can probably figure out what you
Just tutoring up graveyard material to use on
Yep.
the Dragon's cast. Disturbing any. See, it's discarded.
Well,
Card. Yeah, it's just turning one card in your hand into the Dragon piece that you need. It's just redundancy. That's great. That's solid. Why would you
wait, what?
anything?
Is that a lead? Okay.
Dragon thing you want to do. Is it you go silly? Yeah, it's
Okay. Alright, so everything else is fine. It's just the dragons are going to solve effects. That's right.
Yeah, the answer is yes.
Sure. Good expert.
I think I've seen this one before. Yes, I have seen this one. Art destruction. You know you. I love the meta.
I love what they do. That's one of my favorite. Even if it's like this effect. So I just think.
Yeah. And this says both players discard as many cards as possible. Discarded. This card's really good. Yes, I have some of the core wheels of magic and filling the graveyard and things like that. Covers even better than I thought. And I'm trying to think of it in terms of this deck. This deck really wants. We've already seen the redundancy. Multiple tutors. And this is like, again, you get no mulligan to it. That's my argument. That's what I read. So if you have an opening hand that somehow all these things doesn't do the thing already, you can use this to fill your graveyard. Odds are pretty damn good. You're going to draw in something that sets you in motion on your dragon tutor. And you'll have some pieces in the graveyard. Nice. Okay. I don't see, I guess, okay, well, I was going to see, how do you like, oh yeah, Sacred Sword of Seven Steps. That's how you do it. That's how you do it. Yeah, you just banish one of them 7-drop dragons and you're up like 2 cards or something. And then you play this and you're getting so many performances. I haven't quite seen you go first how you leverage it. This is definitely one of those decks where it feels like you have access to the whole.
You want to see how we leverage your control on? I'd actually show you some of these cards. So let me show you.
Yes, the plane! The plane's on a plane!
And you put it
Oh, God! Oh, the mecha dragon
Is it all coming back? Okay.
In fact, it's 2 level 7 cards. Oh, shit.
Why don't you give it a refresher for
Okay, oh my God.
I told you I was going to show you where this came into being.
Oh, God.
Also released in the same set, by the way.
Oh, God, no. Once per turn, you can detach one material from this card to special summon 2 mecha entities tokens. Oh, you can both tokens cannot be destroyed by battle or card effect. You contribute 1 mecha Phantom Beast monster, then target 1 card on the field to destroy it. That card can't attack during the turn you activate this effect. Yeah. So, yeah. So this is what you do. Play the dragon like shuffle game. You just manipulate dragons in and out of zones until you have Mecha Beast Phantom. And the Mecha Beastie token is infinite. So you can pop whatever you need to on the opponent's side of the board, whatever they can do, the best thing you can pop it. And you probably have some other dragons. Just have an unassailable board state. If you went first, you're probably going to disrupt whatever they try to do. Mecha Beast. Phantom Beast guy here with the Dragon Sack.
Well, if you want to disrupt their Dragon Sack, let's see if you remember this card as well.
Oh, God. Number 11, big guy. Jesus. You know what's really sad? I need to go back and watch every single video. I need to make a spreadsheet of what got banned so that I can
That would be fun.
Line these videos.
That'll also ruin when I do the video.
Yeah,
It's going to
you
ruin
wouldn't like that.
It's going to ruin the video if you remember which of these older cards are dead. We're kind of doing here.
gonna say, behind the scenes, I've already tasked an assistant on watching every video that you do, so I remember which magic cards I show you. Anyway, number 11, Big Eye, 2 level 7 monsters. Yep. God, it's all together. Was this in the same set?
This was actually before. So this card was already just all that it was out.
Waiting for this to happen.
Pretty much, yeah. Pretty much.
Once per turn, you have to attach one material and then target one monster your opponent controls and take control of it. Yes! Alright, so you use dragons, you farm your own dragons. You create your dragon farm. This is why I say your dragons are not cool. Your dragons are not cool. They're just materials, they're lands.
Those are fighting cards.
They are lands. Pathetic. They're basically lands. Nobody cares about them. Using them to farm materials. You're like monster hunting your own dragons, farming them for materials. And a freaking oversized ring of kill in it? And like some kind of something straight out of Evangelion? And you're getting some backwards NASA space shuttle on a boat? That's what you're doing. Then you're going into it's a great deck. It's a terrible approach to dragons. Dragons are supposed to be not cool, but messed up materials. That's all they are. They are lands. And God, I'm being honest right now. I want to go so badly, but I can't look up bands.
Still in camp that they expand the deck, so seems like your mind that's centralized. Everything goes back.
It does. And I know they don't want to. Like, nobody who designed this, I mean, they knew it was good. Maybe they did have a mentality, we'll just have it someday, but they built so much around. Like, you can tell, the fact that they're level 7, the fact that they have tutors for tutors, the fact that they can all, like, off each other. These are meant to be items. Somebody wanted this, and they don't want to just ban it. They want these in the format somehow. But I'm still looking at it like, no, that solves the problem. They are the linchpin of all of this. They are the connecting material that puts all of these things together. If this deck was just that much more powerful than everything that came before, and it became the and didn't have a way to like curb it, and they wanted to chill pill for it and banning them the job, I think. Now I remember when we made this video, you just told me to assume what the materials were.
Now you know why I said that.
I believe I do. There's probably other ways to get them from the field, but this is just clearly some of the most busted materials they've ever made for making costs like XCs and things. Like, this is sick. This is to make sure those things got played. So yeah, I'm sticking. Okay.
Honestly, I like True Home as this. The caverns
This is actually what you
make the underground a little risky to set up around the place.
I gotta take a bath. This is a level 8, 28 attack with 600 defense. Warrior, synchro. It's a tutor. Yeah. That's the other card. It was the tutor you could search for. And then one of them were now tutors. If this card destroys an opponent's monster by battle and sends it to the graveyard, you can normal summon or special summon level 5 or higher monsters during your next turn. God. It has crazy stats.
nuts. It is bigger than everything I've shown you.
Yeah, that's a sunken ship.
Your opponent's monster to destroy it. No, this is infinite. It destroys an opponent's monster. So it can destroy just about anything. Oh, nice.
We're killing the mirror match, huh?
Although the problem with the mirror match is it's just gonna get stolen or destroyed by the freaking the airplane.
I mean, if you hit with Crimson Blader, they can't make a big eye to retaliate if it can't special summon.
It is your one chance, right? If they pop on turn 1 but don't completely assemble what they need, or they don't think they're even for this. Like, if you can somehow get this on the field after they've used their once per turns, or you dealt with them in some way before they got to use their once per turns.
Sure.
And then you drop this and hit something. Yeah, you have a chance.
Well, let me give you another hypothetical. So looking back at the trade, let's say all they do is summon the Draco Sack, summon the 2 token, and that's the end. There's a world where you could special ops of dragons, make a Crimson Blade. Let's just say a Crimson Blade is right? Dragons can kill tokens. Now the Draco Sack is susceptible to being destroyed by battle because 2 tokens on it. Crimson Blader can attack Draco Sack, triggering it and blocking you out, leaving able to fight battle. That's just a very elementary example, but just remember, you can't attack on the first turn, and even if you could,
you have to navigate those freaking little. So you have to still be able to do those or need their abilities. The Mecha Bandit those, but yeah. So I can see it. Yeah, this is definitely like your chance. I mean, it says you can't special summon. That's kind of it. That's the game, right? That's what we do here. And then not only that, it's like if they get rid of this next turn, you kill something else. It's like they get that hard spot, right, where they can't put anything on the field because you just get locked out again.
Correct. So our counters start later. I'm not showing you. And remember hand traps, right? There's a couple of hand traps this time. One of them is effect-based. And Baylor says discard this card to gain the effects of the monster. So if they go for that Crimson Blader line, discard effect-based, stop it.
You can stack your hand and have the right answer all the time. Or you can not play the game and draw it and have a great story to tell your friends about.
It's not really a great story to tell at this point, it's just what happens most of the time.
Oh, well, I guess I did draw me out, so I lose. That's nice.
Or you just have to play around it. You just have to play around it.
Play around it. Yeah, just play nothing. Just don't play a monster. Leave no monsters on the field ever.
There are formats where that has been. Do you remember the Necros that I showed you? I think it was in the last video. 2 monsters with Sharit team. The defensible opening move playing that deck to do a bunch of plays and ultimately end you on empty. But you built up your graveyard and your hand like 6 cards. That was defensible and actually I think playing here to beat yourself up.
I think that makes sense for a game like Yu-Gi-Oh, where the graveyard is a big resource and cards are free. I think in Magic, the idea of just having to be on an empty board and play the game sucks. Because, yeah, somebody said this because you invest into the board, because the whole thing is often about untapping with a card that is powerful to start snowballing the game. Like in Magic, this would be unacceptable.
It's
absolutely unacceptable.
To be fair, in the Necros deck, you have the Alchemist, which you can pitch in and cards and out of phase, so you're in no danger of so typically, as part of the opening line, I want to or you bluff it. And like I said, draw some cards, you can set up a graveyard, and you just have to. And that was, like I said, like almost like what you opted. Just insane, because that's like rarely ever happened. So, I mean, it's not impossible to conceive of, like, if you try to play around the Crimson Blader, then you do your stuff in such a way. What are we saying?
These guys drop copper. Ooh, other side.
Respond to it, and also just play around. Let's go ahead and continue the fun. I'm done. We have 2 left, and, take the rest of the class.
Super rejuvenation. Say that spell. At the end phase of the turn, this card was activated. Draw a present by number of dragon monsters you discard from your hand or field to start.
You like drawing cards. This might be one of arguably the best draw spells in Yu-Gi-Oh! Courtesy of this deck.
I mean, it kind of says draw your deck next turn.
Well, you would mark out your hand besides.
So what's your hand size?
6.
6.
Yep.
6.
But, do you remember stuff goes to the graveyard?
Yeah, you have an endless graveyard resource, and you have 6 cards of choice. Yeah, that seems good. That seems
Correct.
really good. That
Yeah, look
almost
at her.
feels like a risk
She's kinda
to
cute.
card when this deck is doing its thing. Like, if the players are playing the deck, the person who drew this card is probably gonna win. Why? Why did this deck need this?
I will help you out. I will help you out with this card. This is a very got initially printed in 2000. This is like from the 5th or 6th set because that set had a dragon theme. There was like 3 different tribes. One of them was dragons. So this is in defense of this card. It is very. But do what they would do.
Yeah. It does seem like this is easily a draw 3 or 4 with this deck doing okay things. Yeah, this deck doing a chunk of its plan is probably drawing 2 or 3 cards. This deck in Omar pop off is probably like draw 10.
Yeah, I would say that's accurate. Just pitch a couple babies and you're already in. Because the babies have to pitch a dragon. So literally,
I'm picturing you for opening like this, 1 baby, and I don't know, some of your other cards. It's so redundant, it probably doesn't matter. You combine this with the, where is it? Construction.
we're piecing it together.
Yeah, this card is also stupid.
And if they yeah, so this is all awesome.
Now I have to look at these little, I have to look at the babies. No, they still fetch exactly the daddy of the babies do. So, yeah, they're still kind of shadow banned and daddies are dead. So you would need to do dragons. Generally. I'm sticking with it. If you had shown me Crimson Blader in a vacuum, I might have just said that card got banned on its own. Looking at this, it's all where you would die.
And just I remember Crimson Blader's generic, like any deck. I'm just showing you, like, excuse me.
Yeah, but like right now, the shit you're showing me, Crimson Blader looks like the hero we deserve. No, that's what we need to actually combat this stuff. So,
Did you say exile of strategies?
this turn from a different dimension is a trap card. Says pay half your life points. Special summoning is many of your monsters as possible. During the end phase, remove all the work. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it's fine. So this is a trap card. Just mean it can have to be done your opponent's turn.
Correct.
I mean, this might not even be the part of the card. Sake of curiosity. Those if you go to that end step, do you remove them from play, or do you return some of those dragons to your hand? Probably not the important part. Got it. It's like, man, that is not even a downside.
Your opponent's hand. Special summon. I think. Both of these are enemies mandatory triggers, which means to me you should be able to stack the social media deck. And that it's been a while, so if it doesn't work like that,
Ooh,
I'm sorry
nice.
in the comments you correct me. I don't see why you wouldn't.
Don't have to craft a shovel anymore, I guess.
Some of these cards also got possible that wasn't allowed, but the way I see this, go ahead and assume you can. I'll take the secret out.
That's the way it would work.
I'm tired.
Just guessing that's not even the important part. That's just the cherry on
Yeah,
top. It's all busted.
Yeah, basically. And that's fine.